Hi Divas, thank you so much for your questions. We love being able to answer them. So because there were lots of questions and different themes, what we've decided to do is to answer questions in sort of areas that are similar. So what's going to happen is Lydia's going to ask me the question and I'm going to answer it. And then we'll do more sessions like these on different areas of your training. So Lydia, what's the first question?
Okay, first question is from Ingrid. She is asking about fueling before a run. She has tried going out without eating because she's heard about fasting before a run and then your body using your fat stores, but she feels tired at the end of the run with that. And then she's talked about eating before a run, but then she's feeling bloated and can get reflux as well. So she'd just like your opinion about these ways of fueling beforehand and your opinion on that.
Okay, it's a very important question and there is no one size fits all, sorry to tell you, like so many of these sorts of things. Being able to, the general guidelines though, are that if you're training for up to about an hour and a half, you really don't need a lot of food before a run. It also is very dependent on the time of the day. So for instance, if you were going to go out early morning for a run or a training session up to an hour and a half, black coffee, black tea, and then sipping some electrolyte drink along the way would be perfect. And in that case, you will be using your fat stores after about 60 minutes. But if you were going out at that same time in the morning for a longer period of time, over an hour and a half, you really would need to eat something before you went out. Some of the best options are oats, so you can make those the night before and have them ready, or you can make them very quickly as you're getting up. Just literally a little bit of oats, boiling water, plate over the top, and in about 5 minutes they're cooked. If you don't like oats, a little piece of toast with some jam, something light. A banana is brilliant. You don't want actually any other fruit because it's too fibrous and you'll actually get the runs and you'll need to go to the toilet. So the general guidelines would be in the morning, if you are just running for up to an hour and a half, you probably don't need much more than an electrolyte drink during. If you're going for more than an hour and a half, then you would definitely want to have something to eat before. The other exceptions would be if you were going out and doing a really super hard session, then you really wouldn't want to have food in your stomach, but you may want to have a protein shake about half an hour, 20 minutes before you actually do your workout. And you can mix that up with some coconut milk or some almond milk and some coconut water. The other option could be coconut water to drink also instead of your electrolyte drink. So there's some good options. Once you're out on your run, again depends on the duration, the time of day, the weather. If it's extremely hot, you must be having your electrolytes and your water. And you do need to have some kind of gel or high carbohydrate type food. So it could be a banana, it could be fresh dates, it could be sultanas, it could be a sachet of baby food, it could be a gel, it could be some jelly snakes, some glucogel jelly beans, those sorts of things. If you were going out and you're going to be there for more than an hour and a half, start having a little bit of that, sipping your electrolyte drink, having a little bite of your preferred snack about every 5 to 6 Ks. That would be my advice. Thank you for the question, Ingrid.
Okay, so that leads on to Susan's question. She's asking, how far before you go out should you eat?
Okay, so Susan, well, again, that a lot of the information I've just sort of talked about with Ingrid's question applies. So depending on your distance, the time of day and the climate that you're running in, you would probably, if you're going to run for more than 90 minutes, you might start fueling every 30 minutes or every 4 to 5 Ks. That would be the average.
Okay, and this sort of relates to Meg is asking that the last 5 Ks of her long run, she feels like rubbish. So she's asking, do you think that it's just a sign of maybe fatigue or sickness, or is it inadequate fueling for her long run?
Absolutely, Meg, it's inadequate fueling because your body is done. It needs to be topped up. You can't expect to push hard, go long at any intensity for any period of time without something to boost the glucose stores in your muscles. That's what we need for energy. So my suggestion is you need to rethink your fueling and start to plan and practice that plan in your runs.
Excellent. And Jessica has a question. She says she feels great the day of her run, the day after, but then she feels that she crashes midday the following day. So she's asking that she seems that this is a pattern, and she's saying by that afternoon she can't function. Do you have any suggestions about why this could be happening?
Okay, that's definitely the body trying to recover, and you probably have a very fast metabolism, Jessica. So the strategy is immediately after you finish your training, start refueling really well with your protein smoothie, small amounts of protein and carb together, because if you're having that protein and carb together, they're both absorbed much better in the body. And not neglecting that 2 days later, continuing that through. Sleep will also be very, very important, getting enough sleep. So you really, on average, all the sleep experts are saying to us that we need a really good 8-hour quality sleep to be able to fully recover. So sleep, hydration, small regular meals that combine both carbohydrate and protein for 2, 3, 4 days after you've had a really long run are going to make the world of difference.
And that's all our questions about nutrition and racing and fueling.
Thank you. I hope that's helped.